Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fourth issue of the Senegal Presidential Election Campaign Journal. In a speech full of determination and hope, presidential candidate Dethie Fall officially launched his election campaign on March 10, 2024 in Dakar. At the heart of his speech was the promise to put an end to youth unemployment and illegal immigration. The leader of the Republican Party for Progress affirmed his commitment to tackling the important issues affecting Senegalese youth. His comments are translated by Cheikh Oumar Kamara.
In the program we have put in place, we pray that if God gives us victory on March 24th, we will solve the problem of youth unemployment. If you join les Parcelles Asseni and are used to traveling around Senegal, you'll know that youth employment is a top priority in our program. If you want to help a person, if you really want that person to study to make ends meet, you have to make sure that person can work. You have to first supervise that person, train them appropriately, and that supervision and education must enable them to find decent work. The time has come for the majority of Senegal young people, through agriculture and industrialization projects, to provide jobs for our young people. Because what we've been experiencing for decades and what's doing us so much harm and what we call clandestine immigration is a phenomenon that needs to be seriously combated. And the only way to combat this phenomenon is to find jobs for young people.
The first meeting of the Diomaye Président coalition took place in the suburbs of Dakar on March 10, 2024. Some presidential candidates have chosen to campaign together for this first electoral outing. The supporters and sympathizers of the Diomaye Président coalition have massively joined the meeting. A report by Mahmoud Pam.
The Diomaye Président coalition held its first major rally in the suburb of Dakar on March 10, 2024. Some presidential candidates such as Habib Sy joined the coalition's podium for the first electoral outing. Together, once elected, they proposed to dismantle the system of public policies for a sovereign and prosperous governance.
We should get our victory at 9 o'clock on election day. For the outgoing president to leave, for Bassirou Diomaye Faye to take his place, with Ousmane Sonko and me, Habib Sy, because I'm the one who knows how to undo the system.
Supporters and sympathizers of the coalition have massively attended the event and are optimistic for the victory of their candidate on the evening of March 24, 2024.
We want the education system to be improved. We want everyone to be able to look after themselves without any problems, and we want the high cost of living to be reduced as a priority. We also want to live in security. These are our expectations, and we hope that our candidate will rise to the challenge.
This meeting marks the beginning of the electoral campaign of the candidate Bassirou Diomaye Faye. The candidate is still waiting for the promulgation of the amnesty law in order to travel around Senegal and present his project.
Head of the parasitology department at Cheikh Anta Diop University of Dakar and founder of the social movement Actions Sen Tawfekh Sunu Yité, Professor Daouda Ndiaye is a candidate in the 2024 presidential election. He intends to meet the expectation of the Senegalese people regarding the rule of law by concretizing the separation of powers, which he believes it has deteriorated significantly in recent years. Samantha Sabubanga.
Daouda Ndiaye is a chair professor at Dakar's Cheikh Anta Diop University and a contender in the March 24, 2024 presidential election. Brilliant researcher, professor of parasitology and mycology, an internationally renowned scientist and founder of the Action Sen Tawfekh Sunu Yité social movement, Daouda Ndiaye is keen to bring his expertise to bear on Senegal's supreme magistracy.
Chers compatriotes d'ici et de la diaspora.
Dear compatriots, here and in the diaspora, I would like to express my deep gratitude to you for allowing me to be a candidate in the presidential election. I am here before you today to express my desire to be the next president of the Republic of Senegal, a president of consensus. Our beloved country faces many challenges, which require bold and innovative solutions.
Des solutions audacieuses et innovatrices.
One of the world's leading malaria researchers, Daouda Ndiaye, rejects the idea of adopting a theoretical economic model often imposed by former colonial powers, dictated by their own interest. The leader of the social movement prefers an endogenous and authentic development model for Senegal.
Pour relever ces défis,
To meet these challenges, I'm counting on the patriotism, commitment, and determination of each and every one of us so that we can put in place a development program for Senegal based on 19 proposals, including the break with the past, sovereignty, equity, justice, and meritocracy, without forgetting to reinforce our spiritual, moral, and religious values.
morale et religieuse.
Daouda Ndiaye intends to meet the expectations of the Senegalese people with regard to the rule of law, which he believes has deteriorated significantly in recent years by putting the separation of powers into practice. The candidate pledges to undertake a comprehensive and inclusive reform of the Ministry of Justice to eliminate the presidency of the High Council of the Judiciary by the President of the Republic and to establish a new concerted framework for the organization of the judiciary, conferring exclusive responsibility on magistrates and other actors in the judicial sector.
Candidate of the ED 2024 coalition, Idrissa SECK is the president of the Rewmi Party, native of Thiès. He is proposing a fact to the Senegalese people based on 5 pillars centered on peace, the guarantee of national cohesion and work. After a long period of absence from the political scene, Idrissa SECK intends to do everything in his power to be elected. His profile with Pauline Minka.
Idrissa SECK is the candidate of the Rewmi Party in Senegal's March 24, 2024 presidential election. A former ally of the ruling party, the former mayor of the Thiès region regularly causes controversy over the reliability as an opponent. Faithful to his convictions, the 65-year-old economist declared in an exchange with the press that he remains steadfast in his approach.
I'm constant in my approach. I have only one mission in mind: to produce the maximum benefit for my community, for the people, whatever station I occupy.
To win the presidential election, the former president of the Economic, Social and Environmental Council will be banking on peace, which is today a guarantee of national cohesion and stability, but also on work, which is the key to a country's development.
To win the presidential election, the former president of the Economic, Social and Environmental Council will be banking on peace, which is today a guarantee of national cohesion and stability, but also on work, which is the key to a country's development.
Long on the sidelines of the political scene, ED, as the Senegalese call him, has received the support of several authorities, urging their militants to vote for Idrissa SECK in the next presidential election. After 2007, 2012 and 2019, this is the fourth attempt for Abdoulaye Wade's former prime minister. In the 2019 presidential election, Idrissa SECK came second with 20.5% of the votes cast.
This concludes the first issue of your campaign journal. Thank you for following us. We look forward to seeing you soon for a new issue. Enjoy the rest of the program on Africa 24.